When there's no will, nobody's appointed, there is codified list of people with priority in the individual's life. So I think it's, something like spouse is your number one, and then number two is your children, and then number three is your grandchildren. And it literally goes over a list of, 15 different people in order of priority who can ask the court to be appointed as administrator. So again, if a child and a spouse both petition the court, one of the factors that they'll look at is who has priority in appointing the administrator too. Obviously coupled with, just good cause, the situation. So it's different, but they will look to the probate code to see who has priority.
Right. And at least our probates, there's rarely ever kind of a dispute about who's going to file the petition and be appointed by the court. But it could happen. And like you said just a second ago, there could be competing petitions, and then the judge has to decide who's the right person for the job.
Right. And I would say a lot of the time too, I guess not conflict, but the issues are, gathering all the documents and making sure that everything is complied with and everything is followed, because it's a, very tedious process. So, with our cases, it's not so much competing petitions, but it's just making sure that they are sufficient enough to move forward and be appointed.
Right. Okay. And there's one other job title that we haven't talked about, which is related to this, a special administrator. Mm-hmm. That sounds super. And we sometimes have to do that. What are we doing there?
Yeah, so you can ask the court, because it takes a long time to be appointed administrator. Some clients think, it'll take a couple weeks, maybe even a month, but it'll take longer than that, depending on the court's availability and when they can set the hearing. And so in the meantime, if there is a need or a cause, and this has to be a legal cause to appoint someone in the interim, if there's a house that's vacant and subject to foreclosure, for example,
some kind of urgency.
The court.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. An urgency, or if a prior administrator, passes away too, and they need somebody to kind of step in right away too. So you can also ask the court to be appointed special administrator. Again, with that comes a little bit more cost as well, but you get kind of emergency type of situations, and, you can be appointed in the interim while you're waiting for your, official appointment as administrator.
Right. So the special administrator is like a preliminary step. You still have to do the full-on probate petition, but in a situation where something needs to be taken care of now, we don't have 3 months to wait for a hearing. That can happen, and that's called a special administration. Okay.
Right. And it was very important that you said you do have to petition for the general appointment as well. So it can't just be the special administrator. You do have to petition for the general as well.
Yeah, you got to go through the whole vetting process.
Thank you for joining us today for another episode of Absolute Trust Talk Live. If you enjoyed listening in, then don't forget to subscribe. You can find us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you may listen by searching Absolute Trust Talk. While you're there, we would also love for you to leave us a review. And then why not share your favorite episodes with family, friends, or colleagues too? You can find all of our shows and corresponding show notes by visiting absolutetrustcounsel.com. You'll also find a variety of other free resources, including our ebooks, videos, blogs, presentations, and more. If you need help with your estate planning or administration, we also offer a free discovery call to help get the process started. You can find more information on booking your session by visiting absolutetrustcounsel.com/scheduling. Don't forget to keep an eye out for our next live episode. If you join us for the broadcast, you can submit questions during the show. But if not, don't worry. You can always get in touch with us by sending a quick message to info@absolutetrustcounsel.com. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you soon.